We welcome you in here to Auburndale High School as we get ready for what should be a fantastic matchup here on Zaleski Sports between the Auburndale Eagles and the Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals. Boys basketball action here on Zaleski. My name is Connor Philby. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight as we will take a look at both of these two teams fighting in the Merriwood South Conference. First, we'll take a look at these conference standings. Auburndale is currently sitting at second, but is in a very jumbled kind of mess in between Marathon, who is 10-0 within the conference, 13-1 overall, and really that second through fifth spot really all up for grabs. Has Newman Catholic sitting at 3-7 within the conference, Auburndale 5-5, and that is what separates the 2 and the 5 within the Merriwood South. Assumption sitting at 3 at 4-5 in the conference, and Edgar also 4-5 within the conference, and so it's pretty tight right in the middle, as it's going to be pretty difficult for any team to catch up to Marathon at this point in the season, losing just their first game of the entire season a couple weeks ago against Mosinee. Taking a look at both of these two teams, starting with the visiting Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals. Like I said, they are 6-11 overall, 3-7 within the Merriwood South, as they are currently on a 3-game losing streak, but those 3 games coming in a heartbreaker by just 3 points against Assumption, and then a loss against a very good Rib Lake team, and then a loss against Marathon, of course, number 4 in Division 4. And so, again, 3-game losing streak, but against some very strong teams. They won their first 2 before that, and so are 2 of their last 5, hoping to get back on track after a little bit of that losing streak. Quincy Fender continues to lead the team in scoring with 22.3 per game. He's shooting 43.3% from the floor, 25% from beyond the arc. Lucas Piffner, 40.3 field goal percentage. He's second in scoring. And then Griffin Pent, who's got almost 10 points per game, but has really been lighting it up the last few weeks. He's been playing some really good basketball as of late and is shooting 39.5 from beyond the arc, which is a very impressive metric. Lucas Piffner leads in rebounds and assists for this Newman Catholic team. So look for Quincy Fender, Lucas Piffner, and Griffin Pent to be said a lot throughout the course of the night in a lot of different ways. For the home Auburndale Eagles, they are 3 of their last 5. Again, 8-8 overall, trying to get above 500 here tonight. They had their last victory in a nail-biter, 39-36, in a very defensive matchup against Edgar. Before that, they lost a heartbreaker against Prentice, and then they lost to Assumption, so they have not lost by more than 10 points in quite a while. So they are trying to continue that momentum they got from that victory versus Edgar. They've won 3 of their last 4 and are trying to keep those good vibes going. Josh Lundgren was the points leader in points per game, and he actually scored the majority of the points for Auburndale in their last matchup. They did play Newman Catholic earlier this season on December 19th, beat them 58-46, and Josh Lundgren scored 27 points in that game, but Josh Lundgren will not play here tonight. He has a foot injury that he is resting here tonight, so that'll be a huge factor in this game, and Newman Catholic having only lost that game by 12, and it was a close one up until those last few minutes. It will probably level the playing field even more in this game. And so in just a few moments, we'll toss things over to the PA and get you the national anthem and starting lineups here on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tim and Vicki Anderson Gymnasium here at Auburndale High School for tonight's boys basketball game. And tonight's contest features Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals versus the Auburndale Eagles. Now, at this time, if you are able, we ask you to please stand. Please remove all caps. Please draw your attention to our nation's flag as we honor our country, and especially those who are serving and those who have served us in our nation's military, as the Auburndale Pep Band plays our national anthem. reminder from the WIAA that good sportsmanship is expected from players and fans alike. Please root your team on in a positive manner. Let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials do their job, and let's have a great game from everybody here this evening. Now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Cardinals, senior guard number 0, Quincy Bender. Senior guard number 1, Lucas Piffner. Senior guard number 2, Griffin Penn. Senior guard number 3, Damian Penn. Senior forward number 5, Lucas Erdman. Cardinals are coached by assistants Jim Baker and Jake Gaske, head coach Jeff Gress. And now the starting lineup for the Auburndale Eagles. Senior guard number 1, Peyton Whitefurter. Junior guard number 4, Raymond Teska. Freshman guard number 11, Thomas Graychak. Junior forward number 23, William Akins. And junior forward number 32, Jackson Groovy. Auburndale's coach by assistants Mike Kirky, Matt Twitter, Josh Van Schwick, and Cooper Weinfurter, head coach Chad Weinfurter.
And so without further ado, all that's left is to tip things off here from Auburndale High School. Friday night basketball here on Zaleski Sports. Again, Connor Philpy with you. Thank you so much for tuning in to what should be a great matchup here tonight. Very evenly matched game between two teams that already played once this season. They're tipping it off again. Ready or not, here we go on Zaleski Sports. Starting up top is Raymond Teska. He's a 5'8 junior who dumps it off to Weinfurter and quick passing along the perimeter. As you usually see, healthy collection of juniors and seniors in this starting five. All seniors for Newman Catholic. Forcing this one back out to Weinfurter. Newman Catholic's going to try to keep these bigs underneath the basket in check. Jackson Groovy standing at 6'1", William Aiken sitting at 6'4". Already a long developing possession on this first one, but a nice feed in. Teska finds William Akins for the first 2 points of the game. Get this one out to Quincy Fender. Again, he leads the team in scoring with over 20 a game. He has kept that consistent all season. He was able to get over that 1,000-point milestone in the earlier part of the season. Underneath the basket, able to get this one out and actually not able to, as Damian Penn had to dive for that one and ended up stepping out of bounds trying to get to it. And this Newman Catholic team is capable of turning it on at any given point. It's just a matter of consistency for them throughout the game. We've seen games where they've absolutely lit it up, multiple players making an impact. It's just a matter of keeping that throughout the whole game and keeping that consistent throughout the season, as Fender is going to draw that foul. They're going to get that one against Weinfurter. So first foul of the game for either team, as it'll be a throw in here for for Piffner from the baseline. He'll go all the way out to the top to Damian Pence. Griffin Penn, Damian Penn, and Everett Penn, all three on this roster. I'll do my best, as I have been all season, to try and differentiate between those three throughout the game. Apologies if I can't at any given point, as Griffin Penn gets it back out to Fender up top, working against Weinfurter, puts up the shot, can't get it from the elbow, as Weinfurter eventually comes up with it. Teska now in the corner, thought about the three, but settles for an easier shot, and he'll draw the foul and go to the line to shoot two. So first foul of the game now for Newman. They're going to get that one against Griffin Pent. Auburndale will be playing with 11 total here tonight, with Lundgren being out. This one will roll off, so 0 for 2 from the line here. Newman Catholic with a significantly deeper bench. Most of the time, though, you'll see just a few of them getting consistent action, as this foul will be called the other way, and heading to the line now will be Griffin Pence. Griffin Pence, another one of these seniors for Newman Catholic. Again, he is that sharpshooter from beyond the arc. That one will find its way in. Jeff Gress, the head coach of these Fighting Cardinals. Chad Weinfurter heading up this Eagles squad. As this second shot is up and good, tying things up early on here on the West Side Service Auto Sales scoreboard. Teska, and I'll take it from the perimeter, throwing it back up to Gruby. Now Teska working off of a pick, almost got it poked away, and now Piffner is able to steal it. Quickly over to Griffin Pence, and he's got the 2 off the backboard there. Those transition points are the bread and butter of this Newman Catholic team when they can get those turnovers. They seem to get a lot of those turnovers in the back court. And once again, you see breaking free Quincy Fender now will lay it in for 2. And it's always one of those situations where when you play aggressively on defense like that, you've got a guy playing a little further back, and it feels like they are off to the races on those turnovers more often than not. 6 points straight here for Newman Catholic, as this one's going to be, will it be an over and back here? Diving for it, Griffin Pence throwing it off, and it will stay Newman Catholic ball. Heads up play by Griffin Pence there, as it looked like it was tipped off of Newman Catholic, so that probably wouldn't have been called an over and back. And they get the throw in from our side of the court as Fender now takes it up top again. Lucas Erdman getting it over to Damian Pence. Piffner now up top. He drives, stutters, then shoots, and that one will find its way in. Tough shot contested. A 30-second timeout will be called by Auburndale. We'll take a quick one with them. You're watching boys basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Welcome back here to Zaleski Sports. 8-2 lead for the visiting Newman Catholic Cardinals. Food and fun are the features at Horse and Around downtown Pittsville. Stop in for daily food specials like $3 burgers on Tuesdays and their Friday fish fry. There's great food and fun at Horse and Around downtown Pittsville. Check them out on Facebook. I don't feel like I remember being alive during a point where there was consistently $3 burgers. Might have to get in on that myself, as Auburndale back on offense trying to get in on this scoring. Here with 13.5 to go in the first. And they scored the first 2 points of the game, still searching for their next 2 as an 8-point run for Newman Catholic that forced that timeout by Chad Weinfurter. Up top here, Akins finds Weinfurter, and now he takes the 3. That one will find its way in. Maybe that will kickstart this offense as Weinfurter gets things going from beyond the arc. Again, they're without Joshua Lundgren, one of their top point scorers here tonight. You see him there on the bench next to one of those assistant coaches, and there's a boot on his left foot. Fender spins, shoots. That one rattles just out. That was a tough shot. Auburndale trying to do their best throughout tonight's game to force those shots from Fender, knowing that when he gets comfortable, when he gets set, he can shoot it from just about anywhere. And teams all season, it's their first course of action is to try and stop that top point scorer, and then they can work on the other things. As Erdman defends that one, he's going to pick up the foul, though. Going to the line here, Jackson Gruby. That will be big for Auburndale, working underneath the basket with Lundgren out tonight. First shot off the front of the rim. Auburndale still searching for their first made free throw here tonight. Thomas Grayshak will come out of the game, as he's going to be replaced by Trevin Sievers. That second free throw does find its way in, and it's 8-6 here on the Westside Service Auto Sales scoreboard. Lucas Piffner trying to feed in there. Damian Pence can't get that one to go. It's ripped away on the rebound by Gruby. Now it's Auburndale that has a 4-point swing, but stealing it here is Fender. Back the other way. Piffner goes up for the layup. And those are now 6 transition points off steals so far in this game. Driving in here, Auburndale. Nice poke away by Erdman, but then he's going to foul as it was Sievers that was able to get the ball back. Nice job by Erdman denying that, but it's a little bit too overzealous trying to get it back. As coming in now is going to be Michael Fox, as a 30-second timeout is going to be called here, this time by Jeff Gress. We'll stay with you this time here to thank some of our sponsors for supporting Zaleski Sports. Martin Motors supports the Pittsville Panthers in the Pittsville community. Martin Motors provides complete auto repair with local loaner transportation on request. Call Lance or Amber today to keep your ride running smoothly. Martin Motors on Highway 80 in Pittsville. And C&D Auto Body Repair and Sales is your complete auto body repair shop. They provide free estimates and guarantee complete satisfaction. They'll work with your insurance company to make it easier for you and do windshield glass installation as well. Contact Chad and Dan at C&D Auto today on County Trunk E in Arpin. Throw in here from the baseline for Auburndale. Down by 4, 11.5 to go in the first half. Three-pointer from the corner. That one bouncing just off, rebounded there by Griffin Pence. Fender takes his time, then swings it around to Michael Fox. Auburndale playing man here early on, as this one gets blocked away nicely there. And Weinfurter now takes it back for Auburndale. Underneath here, Gruby gets it back out. Teska. Auburndale's been taking kind of a cool and collected approach, as this one will find its way in. That one is on Raymond Teska. Fender now will drive in. He puts it up, and that one's good. He makes Raymond Teska pay with some good offense on the other side. And we'll see if that's maybe the makings of one of the battles we'll see here tonight, those two going toe-to-toe. That one poked away, and it's like they're going to get a foul there against Damian Pent. Subs for Auburndale, Colton Brandel is going to come in, as well as Grayshak coming back in. Sievers and Gruby taking a break. Wide open three is up and drained. William Akins gets it to go. And just like that, it's a 1-point game with just under 10 to go here on the Westside Service Auto Sales scoreboard. Fender puts up the three the other way. That one bouncing off. Fox trying to put it back. And then that one is going to be taken away by Auburndale. Quick rush, 3 is up, and it's good. Peyton Weinfurter excited about that one. 6-point swing now as Auburndale is pumping the gas here, putting their foot on the gas. And you see this crowd around me and on the other side of the court. They've been packed here all night long. They've been loud all night long. They're cheering on their team here on defense as Fender takes it, working against Teska, finding Piffner now. Piffner tries to drive. He puts up the shot. That one is good, and it ties it right back up. 6 now for Piffner on the night. He leads Newman Catholic. All 14 points scored between him, Fender, and Pent so far. Grayshak. And now in is Akins. Can't get it inside, so he'll toss it off to Grayshak. And now a wide open 3 is up and will find its way in. Teska pumps his fist. He's pumped about that one. And Newman Catholic has to find a way to balance between doing the work they've been doing to stop under the basket, but then not leaving those shots wide open, as a travel's now going to be called against Lucas Piffner. They've really been prioritizing stopping Gruby and Akins underneath, and then it's created these situations where for a few straight possessions they've been wide open. And when I say wide open, I mean no one within 6 feet of them sometimes. That one's stolen out of the air by Piffner. Spin move, puts up the shot. That was deflected. Fox tried to get the rebound. It's eventually going to wind up in the hands of Akins. Auburndale up 3, going back the other way. Become a much more offensive battle in the last few minutes as this one is fed inside, and that one is good. William Akins had 2 or 3 guys in the vicinity able to spin off that one, and that's going to prompt a full timeout by Jeff Gress. We're going to take a timeout too and be back in a few moments here on Zaleski Sports.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Find your next car, truck, sport utility, or van at Westside Service Auto Sales in Auburndale. Drive through their lot today to see rows and rows of vehicles ready to test drive. Or you can check out their complete inventory and see this week's featured vehicles at westsideservice.com. And check us out on Facebook. We're open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday or by appointment. At Westside, we service what we sell. Just a short drive from Rapid, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Find your next ride at Westside Service Auto Sales in Auburndale, where we've been helping people find their next ride for nearly 50 years.
And welcome back here to Zaleski Sports. Connor Philippi with you. One of 14 games that Zaleski's streaming here tonight. And a few of them are of note to both of these two teams. So when we get to the halftime break in about 7.5 minutes here, we'll break down some of those games, talk about what's going on. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Quincy Fender getting this one out to Damian Pence. And out into the corner, Michael Fox. This Auburndale defense has figured out Newman Catholic a little bit better these last few possessions. And found ways to fluster them a little bit, force some turnovers. Putting up that shot is Piffner, and it rattles in. Get off the front of that rim, bounced pretty high up in the air, and then found its way in as that makes it all of a sudden 8 on the game already for Lucas Piffner. And still we see that point share just between those 3 players for Newman early on in this one. As this one will still find Grayshak off of a few tips. Weinfurter now in the corner to Gruby. These Newman Catholic players flying around defending the perimeter a little more aggressively now after a few of those sunk threes. That one a little bit too high as Fender will get that one. Going up for it, he will draw the foul. And I'll head to the line and shoot two. That's going to be the third of the half so far for Auburndale. It'll be the second here for Graychak. Coming in here for Auburndale is Sievers, replacing Graychak as he not necessarily in foul trouble quite yet with 2 fouls, but still with 6 to go in the first half. And it's going to be a foot on the line there for Fender. So no need for the rebound. The shot won't count either way, and Auburndale's back on offense with a 19 to 17 point lead here on the Westside Service Auto Sales scoreboard. Up top here, Weinfurter gets it over to Sievers. These Auburndale players will go for that give and go pretty often here, tossing it away and then cutting in towards the basket. A lot of movement on offense as back the other way. Piffner, wide open 3, can't get it to go. Fender was fighting for it. He gets hit in the nose, it looks like, as Teska will come back the other way. And that one is laid up for 2. 2 more for Gruby here. He's got 3 on the night. Both teams currently have the only players on their teams that have scored on the court right now, as that foul is going to be called, as Piffner will now throw it in from the baseline. It was a foul on the floor. No shooting foul here. Both teams now with 4 fouls in the first half. That makes it the first for Jackson Gruby. Tossed in to Michael Fox, who gets it over to Griffin Pent, and now 3-pointer is up off the mark. And then a foul is going to be called against Damian Pent for Newman, trying to get that ball back for his team to make it his second of the game. Sievers working up top here. And now Akins, under a lot of pressure, gets it stolen away by Fender. Fender trying to work it inside, and he gets the roll. Back to a 1-possession game here with 4:15 to go in the first. Teska swings it around, and he's got it back now in the corner. Nice move by him. It rolls off, but the offensive rebound. And 2 shots upcoming here for Akins. Continue to see that 6'4" frame for the junior wreaking havoc under the basket. This one will find its way in. Coming in here, Everett Pent and Lucas Erdman will replace Damian Pent and Michael Fox. Second free throw upcoming here for Akins. And this one bouncing off and eventually rebounded here by Newman. See if the Cardinals can put themselves in positions to shoot some higher percentage shots here. A lot of what they've done so far is kind of relying on Piffner and Fender to kind of work their magic and put up those shots that find its way in. But a lot of these shots off balance, and those are the ones you don't really want to rely on throughout the course of a game. We've seen Auburndale on offense just being a lot more comfortable with the shots they're taking, especially from beyond the arc. Fender trying to make a cut here. Has to pick up his dribble and gets it over to Griffin. And that is drained by Griffin Pence. We are tied up at 22 here with 3.5 to go in the first. Thinking about that three, but swinging it around up to Weinfurter. Now cutting in is Sievers. Driving is Brandel. Back out, three for Sievers. That one bouncing off. Rebounded by Griffin Pence. Newman Catholic was down by as much as 5 throughout this game, but it's been even for the most part. They're trying to take the lead again. Three is up from the corner, but it rolls off, rebounded by Gruby. In the corner here, Sievers getting it back around. As this foul is going to be called here, looks like against Everett Pence. Will be his first of the game, but that makes it 7 total now for Newman, as he'll be 1-and-1s for Colton Brandel. As this one is missed. Rebounded though. As Weinfurter tried to drive in there. Teska, and now back out. It was Akins with the rebound to set up the second chance. Weinfurter into Akins. He loses it for a second, but gets it back. Under pressure, back out. Teska now with it. Newman Catholic trying to play strong defense under the basket while limiting those three-point opportunities as well. Here is one, but a foul called before it can be launched. Piffner discussing things with the ref, so it must have been on him, and it was. So his first of the game, but already 8 fouls. Another 1-and-1 here from Sievers. This one does find its way in. Exactly 2 to go here on the Westside Service Auto Sales scoreboard. This one rolling off and keeping it in bounds. Nice effort there by Pent to get it back to Fender as he will go up for it. Does not go. Quickly back the other way is Auburndale. Weinfurter now weaves through traffic, and a travel is going to be called against him. Minute 44 to go here. Feels like there were points in this half so far. Each team had a good amount of momentum. Right now it just feels kind of right in the middle. Both teams going back and forth. Piffner drives in, gets it to go, and gets the and one. Pumped up about that one, as he is already to double-digit points in this half, an opportunity to get his team up by 2 now. Coming in here, Michael Fox will replace Everett Pent. Pent's been able to escape with no fouls so far in this half, as well as Griffin Pent and Michael Fox. It does end up being a 3-point play, as that free throw is good. 11 points in the first half for Lucas Piffner. Him and Quincy Fender have combined for 18 of the 25 points. Driving in here. Now underneath the basket, back up, 3-point shot wide open, and it's good. Sievers drains it that time. Foul's going to be called. Looks like they're going to get Weinfurter there. That makes it his second. And that is now 1-and-1s for Newman Catholic, with 7 total fouls now on the half for the Eagles. Fox misses that one off the front of the rim. Teska around to Sievers. Weinfurter drives in. Quick passes here for Auburndale. 40 seconds left in the first half. Three-pointer is up by Weinfurter, off the mark. Fox is able to get the rebound. You wonder here if Newman wants to hold. Again, no shot clock. As this one goes up and over the backboard. He just kind of found himself jumping when he wasn't expecting to and just kind of had to put something up, and it's going to go back Auburndale's way with 21.5 in the first. Weinfurter will take it. Auburndale most likely going to hold for the last shot here. Weinfurter with 6 in the first half. 6 seconds left on the clock. Driving in here, putting up this one, and it does not roll in. Fender, it's not going to count. Either way, it's no good, and well, that was a very entertaining first half of play here between these Auburndale Eagles and Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals. 26-25 in favor of the home team going into this halftime break, and 10 minutes here in this halftime break, about 5 minutes left in it. We'll come back here and talk about what's gone on so far in this one, give you some updates from around the league, and talk about what these two need to do to try and pick up the victory in half number 2. But you're watching boys basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
It's easy.
come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
And welcome back here. Connor Philippi with you for the halftime show here on Zaleski Sports. It's a good one brewing so far in this one. Auburndale currently leading 26-25 at home versus Newman Catholic. It's been a back and forth affair, and we'll break it down in just a couple moments here. But taking a look at some of the other games of note here within the Marywood South, it's another one of those nights where all the teams are all playing each other. Edgar and Stratford are currently playing. Those are the two teams that are at 4th and 6th within the conference, trying to gain some ground back in that game. And right now it's 31-17 in favor of Stratford. They're the ones playing at home here. And that one is just about to start for the second half. As for the Marathon Red Raiders going up against the Assumption Royals, that is one between the first and third teams within the Marywood South. As Marathon is currently up 29-17. They're the 4th ranked team in their division here on the Bound rankings. And so they are currently 13-1, like I said, 10-0 within this conference. They're hoping to continue that and find themselves up 13 after a made free throw. And so that game will also be a good one. Make sure you stream those if you have a second or third device. But make sure you stay obviously onto this one first, because we've got a good one. Again, 26-25, and some of the top scorers you see up there. Peyton Weinfurter currently leading with 11 points. Or excuse me, that is Lucas Piffner leading with 11 points on the other side for Newman Catholic. And then it is Quincy Fender with 7, as well as Griffin Pent with 7. On Auburndale's side, it's Peyton Weinfurter with 6 points off of a couple big 3-point shots, and Raymond Teska with 5, 8 points for William Akins. He's been doing most of his work underneath the basket and a lot of those leverage situations, some putbacks as well. He's been doing some damage with offensive rebounds as well. Jackson Gruby, one of those players where he's only has 3 points on the game, but you have seen him in so many other ways besides just point scoring. A lot of big defensive plays, a lot of big rebounds on both sides of the court. So all of these players contributing on both sides. I'm talking about a couple of the things we've seen so far in this game. The biggest one that we've seen on the Newman Catholic side is they currently have 8 points out of these 25 points off of transition points from turnovers. That's almost a third of all of their points. They do a lot of damage off of those turnovers. They always seem to be able to find someone in the backcourt that's able to go almost unabated to the basket. And so if they can continue to get those kinds of points off of those turnovers, that's how they build those leads. That's how they go on runs. Auburndale's going to have to find a way to stop those things from happening. Did a very good job in the second part of that first half. Most of those points in transition coming in probably the first 8 or 9 minutes of play. And as for Auburndale, they've been doing a good amount of everything. They have been doing a good job of taking care of the ball on their end ever since they were able to keep those turnovers at bay in that second part of the first half. And on top of that, they've been nailing some threes. They've been doing a really good job of going back and forth between attacking underneath the basket and then getting the ball back out for some of those wide open three-point opportunities. You saw Newman Catholic tighten that up a little bit towards the end of the first half, but it's going to continue to be difficult when you've got players like William Akins and Jackson Gruby underneath the basket doing what they do, and you try and defend them a little too heavily, and just like that, there's Peyton Weinfurter and Raymond Teska and Treven Sievers beyond the arc that are going to be able to get those shots in. So it's going to just be a really hard balancing act for this Newman Catholic team and for Jeff Gress to try and figure out a way past. But on top of that, Newman Catholic needs to find ways to get their star players even better shots, because as well as Piffner's been playing with 11 points and as well as Fender's been playing with 7, they really haven't been able to shoot comfortably in this game. They've been kind of spinning back for fadeaway shots. They've been shooting off balance and forcing up shots underneath the basket, trying to draw fouls. And if Newman Catholic can find a way to just get a little more space to allow their top scorers to get more high-quality shots up, then it could really tip the scales here for Newman Catholic. But both teams going back and forth, a one-point game going into the second half of action. Lakeside Oasis Convenience Store is the perfect wintertime stop when you're on the go. Fill up your tank, pick up bait and tackle, and grab your favorite goodies before you head out on the ice. Lakeside Oasis on Highway 80 south of Pittsville near Lake Dexter. Here we go for the second half as Newman Catholic starts off with it. Lucas Piffner swings it over to Fender. Trying to pick up on that pick, able to get a little bit of space. Piffner with the spin move, gets it back out. Wide open three is up and drained there by Damian Pent. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Able to kind of benefit from some of those double teams. If you can get a team to have 2 or 3 guys on you trying to get that turnover, it's just simple math. There's going to be someone on some end of the court open. Able to find him there and swing it around a few different times, as this one is no good on the other end. But the rebound, the putback attempt, also no good. A third opportunity here. And it's in there for William Akins. We saw the rebounding ability of Akins and Gruby like I just talked about. Last thing Newman Catholic wants to do is give these Auburndale players more opportunities, as a foul is going to be called. And Quincy Fender is going to shoot 2 for the first foul of this second half. Arbor Advantage Tree Care provides professional tree services in central Wisconsin. From tree removal and pruning to stump grinding to consultations, Arbor Vantage is your complete tree care partner. Find them at arborvantage.com on Facebook. First free throw was made. The second one rattles out. But Newman Catholic takes the lead by 1 now. Teska tried to feed in there, and just a little bit of a miscommunication looks like, as it's going to be the first turnover for Auburndale of the half. Damian Pent back up top to Erdman. Nice feed in. Griffin Pent trying to get it off the glass. Can't get it though. Try to put it up a little too high off of those tall Auburndale defenders. Akins almost gets it stripped away. It's going to end up being off of Auburndale, and Newman Catholic will get the ball back either way. Fender looks a little uncomfortable as he starts to walk back. Not sure what it is that's giving him trouble. So I don't know if it's his side area he's been kind of holding, but he's shuffling back and forth here as he gets it into the corner. And now Piffner gets a little bit of a pick here. Thinks about that one, tried to feed it in, driving in, and can't get that one to go there off of Damian Pent. Both teams coming up empty on a few consecutive possessions here, with just over 2 gone in the first half on the Westside Service Auto Sales scoreboard. That one is up and rolls in from Akins. Piffner working inside, drives, puts up the floater. That one rolls in. Gets that hook shot to go. Still continue to see Fender laboring there as he runs to the other side of the court. Have to continue to check on that throughout the game, but not concerning enough yet for Gress to call a timeout and check on him. That one is tipped by Fender. Back the other way as Fender will now try and drive in, losing it off of his feet. A lot of contact there, but nothing called. Gress talking to the refs on that side of the court after that one. As this one gets tipped away, Damian Pent drives in, and that one will draw the foul as he will go to the line. Makes it 2 now on the half for Auburndale. It'll be the 3rd now for Grayshak. Pick up quick and easy meals when you're on the go at The Market, now open in Pittsville. Check out daily specials and their hot food bar and subs. Serve daily. Shop local with Panther Pride and support the hometown team at The Market in Pittsville. 2 straight free throws are nailed by Damian Pent to give Newman Catholic a 3-point lead. Still very early here in the first half. We're now into the second half of the season here on Zaleski Sports. Both of these two teams with under 10 to go in their regular season. Playoffs coming up fast here near the end of February. Driving in here, Erdman trying to defend, and that's going to draw a foul.
Foul number 5, Lucas Erdman. That's his 3rd first half.
That makes it his 3rd now for Erdman.
Jackson Gruby, 2 free throws for the Eagles.
Gruby gets one to go. He's got 4 points so far on the night, but again, has been contributing in a lot of other ways. This one off the front of the rim, but he gets his own rebound. 3-pointer is up, and it's off the front of the rim. Griffin Pent got the rebound there. Fender trying to drive in, puts it off the backboard, and it's good. Had to spin away from a couple different defenders there, but gets it to go. 35-31 on the Westside Service Auto Sales scoreboard. As Sievers now making a move to Teska. Teska working against Griffin Pent. Thinks about that 3, instead gets it to Akins. Weinfurter gets it off to Teska. Having a little more trouble working it underneath the basket here in the second half, but drawing the foul there was Teska. Be the 2nd for Griffin Pent. And both teams now with 2 fouls in the second half. And just a little bit of... Feels like the Newman Catholic team didn't know it was about to get thrown in. Just caught napping there. As this one is up and drained by Lucas Piffner. He has been performing at an unbelievable level so far here tonight. Already 5 points in the second half, and he's got 16 total. Newman Catholic slowly working their lead now up to 5, as this one almost off the hands, but will stay with Auburndale. Teska tried to drive in. He will travel. This Newman defense kind of getting to Auburndale these last few possessions. Teska kind of pressuring Fender, but he works out of it past the timeline. Gets it back out to Griffin Pence. Now Erdman with it. Griffin Pence working it back around to Damien. Piffner trying to make some cuts, driving in. Can't get that one to go, and he's going to get called for the foul, trying to get that ball back. He's going to make it his third now on the night. Kind of around that time with 12 minutes left where it's a little less concerning to see 3 fouls. Once you see 4, then you get a little nervous. Up top here, Weinfurter gets it around to Sievers. Weinfurter again tries to drive, double teamed there. Trying to feed it into Akins, but it is going to be tipped off of Newman Catholic. And Teska didn't seem to realize that because he thought he threw it away and put his hands over his head, but Auburndale keeps possession with a throw in here. Swung around now to Sievers. Tried to feed it into Teska. That one off the back of the rim. Battle for the ball. Won eventually by Fender. Gets it back around Piffner. And there's going to be a technical foul called here against Newman Catholic. And it looks like it's going to be against Erdman.
That is his 4th personal foul and 4th team foul.
That makes it his 4th now of the game. Again, with the possessions from the technical fouls, it's just free points you're giving to Auburndale in the game. You're slowly but surely trying to take momentum away here. And that's a killer of a penalty. First free throw is up and good. And the second one is good as well. And on top of that is a possession now back for Auburndale. Potentially a chance to make this a multi-possession swing off of that technical foul. Up top here, Teska feeds that one in. Getting that one to go off the backboard is Akins. Akins on a roll just like that. He and Piffner are going toe-to-toe. He's got 16 as well on the night. Back up to a 1-point game. Griffin Pence going for the 3. That one no good. Rebounded by Akins. Auburndale working with it quickly under the basket. Now 3-point shot is up off the front of the rim. Rebounded though by Sievers. He puts it back in, and we are back to a lead here for Auburndale. Getting a ton of momentum from that technical foul. They've got 6 straight now as they retake the lead. Fender under the basket. Into the corner now. Piffner goes for the 3. That one no good. Gets his own rebound under the basket and gets it to go. Great job on the rebound, tightrope act, and then right underneath the basket as Piffner gets up to 18 points on the night and still 10.5 to go. This one off the mark, rebounded by Damian Pence. Piffner once again. Again, working against Sievers. He drives in, gets his defender to fall down, and then the foul is going to be called as he'll go to the line. And this one is up, does not go. Rebounded, or excuse me, coming in here, Grayshak as he'll replace Severs. Just under 10 to go here on the Westside Service Auto Sales scoreboard. This one will find its way in. Pick up quick and easy meals when you're on the go at the market. Now open in Pittsville. Check out daily specials and their hot food bar and sub served daily. Shop local and support the hometown team at the market in Pittsville. It's going to be a foul, but shot does not count. Be a throw-in from the baseline here. Be the third foul for Griffin Pent. Makes it 5th on the half. This one fed in, now into the corner. Trying to make a move to the basket. Double teamed here. Able to loft it up and over. Wide open three-pointer is up. Off the mark, rebounded by Fender. Support Auburndale Eagles athletes and teams and stop at Kring's Cut Salon in Blinker and say hi to Amy and her staff and get a new look for the holidays. Kring's Cut Salon in Blinker. Piffner getting it out to Griffin Pent and back around. Piffner holds it for a second. And now Griffin underneath the basket to Fox. He gets it to go. Stop into Tabby's Blue Bayou for some appetizers and a cold beverage after the game or anytime. Pizza, pretzels, nachos, and other snacks await you at Tabby's Blue Bayou in Pittsville. Or you can order for delivery with DoorDash. Raymond Teska steps back here. 8.5 to go as Auburndale finds itself down 4. Akins puts up the long 2, doesn't go as Fender trying to get the rebound, able to get it back. And that is going to be a charge as this entire Auburndale crowd cheers for that one. Makes it only his first of the game though for Quincy Fender. Find your next car, truck, SUV, or van at Westside Service Auto Sales in Auburndale. Just a short drive from Rapids, Point, or Marshfield, they've been helping people find their next ride for nearly 50 years. Westside Service Auto Sales in Auburndale. Pulling this one up, does not go. And they are going to give that possession back to Newman Catholic. A few of those shots from that kind of area in the paints just have not quite been falling for Akins these last few minutes like they have the rest of the game. Not seen a whole lot of timeouts here. Don't know if we've seen any in the second half as they've kind of let these teams hash it out here. As a travel will now be called against Piffner. The friendly staff at Sweat's Country Corner Market in Blinker serves up a large selection of food made to order daily. They have fish fries, chicken dinners, and awesome pizzas. Family owned and operated for more than 100 years. Sweat's Country Corner Marts on County P just off 10 in Blinker. Teska trying to drive in here and gets it to go for an and one. He flexes and gets this crowd excited as he'll go to the line and shoot one. Gets it within one possession, trying to get it within one on this free throw.
Teska has one free throw coming from Auburndale.
This one will bounce off, so it stays a 2-point play. Newman Catholic trying to hold on to what's been a pretty small lead, but they've had it for quite a while here in the second half. Fox goes up for the 2, and he will draw the foul. Looks like Erdman's, not getting ready to come back in. He was standing up for a second, but it does look like Brandel's going to get ready to come in for Auburndale. Joe's Refrigeration is your full-service De Laval dealer. They've been serving Central Wisconsin for 60 years, from Withee and now from their Auburndale location. Get top equipment from your milking parlor, including the De Laval VMS series. Their techs can service your commercial refrigeration too. Joe's Refrigeration, Withy, and now Auburndale. First free throw missed here for Michael Fox. Second one is up and good to make it a 3-point game here with 7:18 to go on the West Service Auto Sales scoreboard. Weinfurter here working against Piffner. They're trying to swing it around the perimeter. Driving in now, faking that three. Putting up the shot, and it's good. Sievers gets it to go. Back and forth here from Auburndale on this Friday night. Piffner making a move, feeds in defender. Getting it back, Fox puts up the shot. The putback is going to draw a foul here as Pent was able to get it to go off the rebounds. When you're buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is a team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and on Facebook. His first free throw off the mark for Damian Pent. Second shot will roll in. Still Willie's and Auburndale is now serving lunch. They're open Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for lunch at 11 a.m. Check out their daily specials and get ready for soup and burgers coming soon. New owners, but still Willie's. Downtown Auburndale. See you at the Still. Raymond Teska up top here. Working it over to Grayshak back in the game, and Brandel as well. He drives. Now Teska with it. Getting it back out, faking the long two. Brandel will draw the foul. They're going to get the third foul of the game now against Pent. That makes it now 8. It's going to start these 1-and-1s here. Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more. All designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29 with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at bewell-studio.com. So a lane violation on that second free throw, so it'll keep it at a 1-point game. This feels like we've seen so many back and forth plays, and yet we have not been tied in quite a while. It feels like Newman Catholic has had the lead for a long time, but it hasn't really felt like it because it's been so close. They've been up all game or all half so far, as this one is stolen away by Weinfurter. Auburndale trying to take the lead here, but it's off the hands. Fender trying to chase this one down. Under the basket, can't get it to go, and it's rebounded by Akins. You have to feel like maybe that should have been one that you find the outlet, double team there under the basket. There was 3 guys all in the vicinity. Someone had to be open along the perimeter. But either way, Auburndale with the ball back. Spin move here under a lot of pressure. Akins now against Fender, getting it off to Grayshak under the basket, and it will be another foul on the floor. Another 1-and-1 coming, but that's the last one because it's going to be double bonus here on the next foul with 5:02 to go here. His first free throw is good. From major collisions to minor dings, Westside Auto Body in Auburndale can get your ride looking like its original self again. Call Tom at Westside Auto Body for a free estimate. Westside Auto Body, professional collision repairs on Highway K in Auburndale. Rebound here by Akins. On the ground, battling for it. It'll be a jump ball called. It will stay with Auburndale on that possession arrow. Looks like Erdman's now getting ready to come back in. 5 minutes left to go. He has 4 fouls, but at this stage, don't really worry too much about fouling out, just trying to get as much contribution as you can in these final minutes. Raymond Teska working it against Piffner with 4:50 to go. Tie game here in Auburndale on this Friday night. Weinfurter up top. Newman Catholic bench trying to get some good vibes going. This one's going to be thrown out. It was defended but was not tipped by Newman. And they'll get the ball back here. It's going to prompt one of the first timeouts of the half so far, and we'll take a quick one and step aside here on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Welcome back here to Auburndale. Everyone jumping around here as this has been a lively crowd all night long here Friday night. That's everything you want in a Merriwood South battle between two evenly matched teams here tonight, and they've shown it. 45-45 with 4.5 to go as Fender takes it for Newman Catholic. Triple teamed under pressure there, and he stepped out of bounds. We saw mistakes now on both sides. It was thrown away by Auburndale before that timeout, and the step out of bounds will bring it right back to him. Next Step Prosthetics is providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Weinfurter getting a pick. He puts up the three, bouncing off. Battle for it is eventually won by Akins. Big rebound there to keep possession. Sievers now along the perimeter. Under pressure, three-pointer is now up, off the mark. Two potentially huge shots, just not quite there. High percentage shots as well, exactly what you want in that situation. Fender puts up the floater, that one rolls off. Now Weinfurter gets it over to Teska, back up top, Akins, and a foul is going to be called here against Fender. That'll make it now his third of the night. And now they're at 10, so double bonus. Every foul on the floor is 2 shots no matter what. Bucks and Berries Cafe in Babcock is the place to go for signature pies and homemade food. Check out their daily specials and Friday fish fry. It's a cozy, fun, family fun atmosphere at Bucks and Berries Cafe. Open 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week on Highway 80 in Babcock and on Facebook. This second shot off the mark, but Auburndale takes the lead back 46-45 with 3:20 to go on the Westside Service Auto Sales scoreboard. Lucas Piffner gets a little bit of a pick here. He's got 19 points on the night. He drives in and gets it to go off the glass. Make that 21 just as I say that. And that's going to be another 30-second timeout. We'll take another step away and be back in a moment. here on Zaleski Sports.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Welcome back here to Auburndale. The music continues to pump and get these fans riled up. Sitting next to the youth basketball players that were announced at the halftime break. They're excited. The band even further to my right, and see everyone supporting on the other side as well. It's a packed stadium, or a packed field house, I should say, for this Friday night game. 47-46 in favor of Newman Catholic with just under 3 to go. Weinfurter up top against Piffner. Sievers now, and this one is thrown away. A big mistake there, as it was just a miscommunication. Didn't expect Akins to cut when he did, and it's thrown out of bounds. Newman Catholic trying to capitalize. At the point here for Newman Catholic where you can take as much time as you want. No shot clock. But the last thing you want to do is give it up as time is getting close to expiring when you're only up by 1. Piffner getting it back out. The 2 is taken, and it's good. Cold-blooded for Damian Pett to make it a 3-point game. And the foul's going to be called again. It's Quincy Fender. Excuse me, that's going to be Griffin Pent. That's his 4th. So you got 4 for him, 4 for Erdman, and 3 for Fender. I believe that's the either 11th or 12th total of the second half here, as the one finds its way in. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. This one off the mark, and is eventually rebounded by Erdman. Newman Catholic up 2 now, under 2 to go in the game. They got to play it smart here. You want to be aggressive, try and put this game away potentially if you have the opportunity to. But you also don't want to give it away when you could potentially bring this to free throws. Fender's going to just continue to hold on to it. 1.5 minutes to go here, as Fender will drive in, and it is going to be a foul here. It's going to be 6 now, so not quite 1-and-1s. That one was against Teska. 1:25 to go now. They continue to just try and hold on to the ball. Fender now holds it. He drives in, and they force the shot, but then a foul will be called. And so it's going to be a foul against Auburndale. It's the 7th, and so it'll be 1-and-1. That was Newman Catholic's goals to bring this one to free throws. But this one is off the mark. 1:10 to go in the game, and Auburndale down only 2. Surveying here is Sievers. He gets it back up top to Weinfurter. Getting it over now to Akins. They swing it back around Teska. Under 50 to go now in the game. Weinfurter now back up top. Driving in, faking that 3, Sievers, and the foul is going to be called. And that was going to be on like Piffner for his third. It'll be 2 shots on the double bonus. This first one is good. And can't imagine that one of the 2 coaches won't call a timeout after this shot. Second shot is up off the front of the backboard, rebounded by Griffin Penton. A foul called, a huge miss there. And now Newman Catholic will go to the line, but they still have 1-1. It's an important factor here. First shot is up and good. Back to a 2-point game here. That one's up and rattles out. Here comes Raymond Teska. 25 seconds to go, down 2. Teska drives, getting it back out. 3-pointer is up, off the mark. Erdman rebounds, and he will get fouled. And that was such a close shot. Exactly the shot you wanted in that moment to try and take the lead, and it wasn't a bad shot. Just didn't quite have it there. As 14 seconds left, it is still 1-1. It's 9 fouls. Erdman takes it, and it's off the mark again. Rebounded here by Akins. 10 seconds to go. Getting it back out here into the corner. Akins puts up the 3, and it rattles out the putback, and the foul is called. Unbelievable here, as we've been talking about the offensive rebounds all game long. And of course, it's an offensive rebound that gives Auburndale new life. It's 2 shots upcoming. 2 high-pressure shots with 2.8 seconds on the clock.
Auburndale's Jackson Ruby shooting 2 free throws.
That one is up and good. And a timeout is going to be called by Jeff Gress. We're just going to stay with you here since it's only 2.8 seconds to go. And obviously Jeff Gress wants to talk about what happens if this shot is missed. Because again, how many times have you seen Auburndale miss a shot and get a huge offensive rebound? So they want to make sure that if this shot is missed, that Newman Catholic's the team that comes away with it. On top of that, I'm sure Jeff Gress just wants to see Auburndale sweat a little bit and think about this final free throw. One of the biggest free throws of the season upcoming here for Jackson Gruby, the 6'1 junior. 2.8 seconds to go, down 1. It is up and no good. It's rebounded, and the foul's going to be called. And I'm assuming there's got to be a little bit of time back on the clock. We'll see if the ref tells them to add anything. It doesn't look like they have so far. And if that's the case, it's going to be very difficult to get a shot off. I feel like the foul was committed around 1.5 seconds to me, but they're going to keep it at 0.3. First shot is up and good. Off the mark and can't get the shot. Newman Catholic with a huge victory here in Auburndale. Coming up next, the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today.
Ask you about how you're able to score kind of all over the court tonight. All right, we got about 1 or 2 minutes here. I will interview you first if you can talk. I know you're probably okay. Yeah. All right, we are back here in Auburndale. It was a huge victory here for the Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals, and it was a nail-biter. Obviously, you never want it to be that close, but a huge, energetic win for you. I'll talk to you first here, Coach. Just talk about kind of the emotions in this game. It was back and forth. Both teams had some momentum swings, but at the end of the day, this team kind of stuck to their identity. They played gritty basketball, and they got the win. So just talk about the ups and downs of this game.
Well, obviously, we have great effort. Our team defense was solid. Fought through some moments where the call could have gone either way. Shot didn't fall. I think that's a big thing. When they have that resiliency where these guys step up and knock it down, they just keep coming. And if you clock the minutes, they're playing a lot of minutes. So they're coming over fatigued and tired. And I just appreciate the effort. And they stick in, work all the time. So I think it's a big deal. They play and how much they come back.
Well, I am not going to ever question your passion for this team, and you can hear it in your voice. But thank you very much, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Get home safe, all right? Well, congratulations, Lucas Piffner. An unbelievable performance here tonight. Over 20 points scored in this game. And you were able to pretty much score from all over the court. This team is relentless. Auburndale was, and this team was even more relentless than the Newman Catholic Cardinals. Talk about how you were able to score from all over the court and what it took to get a victory in kind of an emotionally charged game here.
Honestly, I'd like to say it's my teammates. I like to play really physical, I'd say I'm a stronger guy, and when my shot's not really falling, I like to, especially if I have a guy that's smaller than me and I think I can take the hoop, I take advantage of that. And then once I get going, and my teammates know that, and they really help. They get me the ball, and I keep going.
Well, thank you very much. I'll have you look at the camera and say I'm Lucas Piffner, and I'm in the house, right?
I'm Lucas Piffner, and I'm in the house.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.